there, it's Julianne Jones. Hope you're having a great day. I want to visit with you a little bit about a conversation that came up for me with one of my clients I was talking to a couple weeks ago. And I know that it's probably something that affects a lot of leaders. She's a leader and has a fairly large team. And she was sharing with me that sometimes it feels challenging for her to keep the balance between her personal business and her team support intact. And I know that I experienced this as a leader, and a lot of you probably do too. It's like you turn around and the next thing you know, it's almost all personal business and you feel like you're neglecting your team. And then a few weeks after that, you feel like all you're doing is team meetings and one-on-one calls and leadership activities, and your personal business is suffering. And what I want you to do is find a balance between the two. That's the key to success in this industry. So what you have to do is look at all the activities that you're doing as a leader and make sure that you have the time in your schedule to set aside to accomplish those. And also look at your personal business. And what does that entail? What does that mean? It means that you're doing a certain amount of parties every month. I think that every leader should do at least 2 parties per month, depending on how large your team is. 4 to 6 is probably more realistic unless you have an extremely large team, and I'm talking over 500 people. 1 party a week is about the minimum that you should be doing, not only because it's going to keep you active and involved in that whole party perspective so that you can support your leaders and your team, but also because it keeps you duplicatable, because that's what you're going to be asking them to do. I really didn't work with people one-on-one unless they were doing at least 1 party per week, because honestly, your direct sales business is not going to be growing unless you're committed to at least doing that. Now, the context that we were talking about, this client and I, for her, it had to do with this concept of on-the-job training and taking people along with you to your parties. I'm a huge believer in that. I think it's the greatest teaching and learning environment that we have available to us. You can tell something to someone all you want, but if they see it happening live at your party and they really understand the context of it, I think it makes all the difference. So I hope that you're taking people with you to your parties. Now, the thing about that is, it means you have to have a strong personal business, right? Because if you don't have parties to take them along to, it's kind of hard to do that. So maybe the beginning of this month would be a good time for you to focus on your personal business and your leadership commitment, and make sure that those are somewhat balanced, that you have a strong personal business so that you can support your team, so that you do have parties to take them to, so that you are working with your head in the game and doing parties on a consistent basis so you understand their frustrations and you're coming up with solutions in real time. And also so that you have the time to dedicate to support your team and grow your team as well. It's a very, very fine balance, and it's probably one of the most important things that you'll have to figure out if you really want to succeed long term in the direct sales world. So find a way to keep your personal business strong and also to dedicate the time that you need to support your team. Booking more parties, making sure that you're host coaching, and that you're including your team in those activities with you is going to help quite a bit. That's all I have for you today. I hope you're having a fabulous week, and I will talk with you again very soon.